Michael Fitzgerald is an author and historian who is an expert on Nazi occult activities and secret societies. He spent decades investigating and researching one of the most powerful groups, the Thule Society, and their activities.
The Thule Society was occult overtones, but they were always primarily politically orientated. They wanted to make their racist and nationalist dreams come true through using occult methods, among other things.
There was all this foment of a strange romantic mixture of medieval Grail stories, Germanic folklore and bits of science fiction, all melded together with politics and with this huge desire to pull themselves out of this morass of kind of stagnation and despair that the German people were in, behind somebody who would be a focus.
You're walking a fine line here in terms of occult beliefs and occult societies and hidden and secret societies. When you're talking about societies like Thule, are they secret societies? Yes. Are they occult societies? Are they esoteric? Well, that depends on the society. That depends on what their purpose for existence is.
The Thule Society visualized their enemies as dead, and they used this technique to considerable extent. That was their primary thing that they tried to do. Obviously, they also used physical means to try and encourage that, and they did do a great number of murders themselves.
The Thule Society members included the ruling elite of the Nazi Party at the time, including well-known philosophers Alfred Rosenberg and Dietrich Eckart.
Eckart believed that the material world was evil and it was our duty to escape from it, so he and Rosenberg were very much on that wavelength. They believed in a higher spiritual realm that it was our duty to aspire towards. Their perception of that world was very bizarre, because they thought human suffering on this realm was unimportant. This was the realm of illusion. The realm of reality was up there.
They believed that their ancestors lived underground and were ruling the world from underneath the ground. Now, when the time is right, they would come back and make their rightful claim to society and rule the world above ground once more.
The Four Seasons Hotel in Munich was one of the main meeting places for another important Nazi secret society, known as the Vril. Like the Thule Society, their members were the leading lights in the Nazi Party. About a dozen men would meet together in total secrecy to carry out the secret agenda and rituals of the society. In the late 1930s, this would have included plans to take over and rule the world.
The term Vril actually came from, a novel written in the 19th century by the novelist Lord Lytton called The Coming Race. He had this concept of underground dwellers who lived beneath the earth, and they had this power called Vril.
This ancient culture, very advanced technological culture, is displaced by a cataclysm and is forced to flee the surface of the earth and creates a world within the earth powered by a black sun. People believe that there was a doorway into this hidden world in the North and South Pole, that it was possible to get into this great subterranean cities.
That attracted these guys who actually literally believed that Vril existed and was a real power that could be manifested and used to achieve domination over people and even domination over the material world.
It's all there. It's all there in his books that were admired by these high Nazi leaders. Vril as a power, as a life source. They totally bought into this.
The idea of this extraordinary force that was sort of almost occult, it was mysterious, but it was very real in its outcome. It appealed to the German people and certain thinkers in particular.
Andrew Goff has found evidence of a top-secret Vril Society meeting that took place outside Munich before the war. What occurred was truly bizarre.
So imagine the scene, deep in the Bavarian forest, in a country house. Here, the event that would serve as the genesis for the formation of the most evil society in modern times would be a seance. In attendance are representatives of the elite from Munich, but more importantly, all the secret societies are there. Thule, Vril, Brothers of the Black Stone, and the Black Sun, which is sort of the elite of the Thule Society. The atmosphere of the night would have been tense. The ambiance would have been full of anticipation. Just who was gonna be this mysterious guest? Who is this? Who is this woman in the black veil? She would reveal that she has been in contact with a planet called Aldebaran, which is 64 light years away in the constellation of Taurus. And she's already channeled information in 2 different languages, one of which appears to be a German Templar script, but the other is ancient Sumerian. And what they present to the group is that they have been given a blueprint for an advanced spacecraft that uses free energy. They would call it Vril energy.
According to records, documents, and declassified footage from the time, the Nazis took this connection to UFOs very seriously. Even, it said, building their own flying craft.
But from 1933 onwards, they gave huge priority to unconventional types of aircraft machine. The Germans were leading the world in rocketry. They were leading the world in unconventional anti-gravity research, and they were leading the world in unconventional propulsion systems. There were certainly prototypes, there were plenty of blueprints, and there appears to have been one successful flight. Short and not very far, but still a successful test flight.